Trinity Sports Medicine, the Orthopedic Institute, and P3 Performance offers you the best fully integrated and patient-centered approach to health and wellness in the tri-state area. Our team will coordinate and customize your care using the latest accelerated recovery treatment options available, dedicated to help any athlete at any level to protect, progress, and perform. Unleash your potential at Trinity Sports Medicine and P3 Performance.
He doesn't know what to do, does he?
Hello, Clint Eastwood back there.
Director.
Clint Eastwood. Hey, Mike Matheson, Matthew Peasy, Week 10. Seriously, Week 10.
Wow. It's over, kind of.
Did you start your beard on Week 1?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Nice.
That would have been a good idea.
So what happens when you pretty soon is No Shave November? Do you go through No Shave November?
No, because everybody else does that.
Okay.
Mine just accumulates over a certain amount of time. I'll get rid of it in November.
Okay.
I will shave November.
I will shave November. What happened to your Ursuline Irish Friday night?
No, I wasn't ready for that. I thought we were going to beat Mooney, but 2 years in a row we lost to Mooney, which is tough. When I was there, my 4 years, we never beat Mooney.
Really?
Then we went on the state championship runs where we beat Mooney every year. Yeah, that game could have been a toss-up going in, but Mooney just dominated from start to finish.
Wow.
But I still got my Ursuline here and my Hamilton Tiger Cats for Zach Caleros right here. He's doing pretty well, I think, up there.
Yeah, but you kind of saw that one coming, really. Mm-hmm. Just how talented he was in high school and took over stuff, and then he went to Cincinnati. And
it was fun to watch West Virginia beat up on him in Cincinnati, though, a little bit. But good to see him doing well now.
Yeah, it's because he broke his. I think that was the first time he ever suffered a significant injury. Was that game? He broke his leg.
Yeah.
Or broke his ankle.
And it was like I think West Virginia ended up getting a safety off of that.
But I think that was his first ever. Not the first ever, but his
major injury.
Major injury.
Which is impressive after playing for
exactly.
4 years of high school.
You play all that, 4 years of high school football,
4 years of college,
4 years of basketball, 4 years of high school basketball, 4 years of baseball, plus all the Legion stuff, plus 4 years of football.
Yeah.
And he played 1 year of baseball at Cincinnati. He played with who?
Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison.
How about that?
Very good.
J-Hay all day.
See?
It all comes back
to the Pirates.
Full circle. Yeah? 6 degrees of Pirates separation.
6 degrees of Bucko banter.
Yeah, 6 degrees of Bucko banter. At least there's no Bucko what? What's that stupid thing in? What's that stupid thing? The Bucko parrot? The Bucko...
Pirate Panda.
The Pirate Panda. That stupid thing. That apparently was dancing the other day from what I heard.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah. So is the guy who runs him. All right. Let's see. High school football, Week 10. It's Week 10 in West Virginia, but they still have one more week to go because of that stupid bye week. All right. Friday night, Canada Prep at Steubenville. Canada Prep is winless. Big Red is 6-3. A win gets them 7-3, but a win does not guarantee them a home playoff game.
Yeah.
But obviously they're already in, but you would expect them to have a home playoff game.
This Canada Prep team's winless, but they've played St.
Ignatius,
St. Edwards, one of the best teams in New York.
Seriously, can you just... Yeah. I understand it's a prep team. I understand it's a school for football. I mean, I get it, why they're there.
Yeah, they're still talented kids.
But my goodness.
You're going up against the buzzsaw each week.
Jeez.
But, they still have some talented players. Steubenville's going to have to stop, but...
Can you throw in ABC High School just to kind of get a couple wins?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Tough to schedule that, but who knows what these kids are going to be thinking coming down here again. They were here last year,
right?
The same
team.
Yeah,
the same team down here last year.
Close game.
They have some talented kids, but when you play that gauntlet, talk about a gauntlet of a schedule. My goodness. Wow. So
if that's what the kids are there to play football and they're preparing for the next level,
there's no doubt about that. I think Johnny Blue's coming off back-to-back 200-yard games, which is pretty impressive, really.
Dimitri Caleros has been
playing very well,
picking up the offense each week, and
so we'll see what happens because they could finish anywhere from what I understand, they could finish anywhere from 2nd to 5th based on what everyone else does. Okay. So we'll see. Edison at Indian Creek. It's a playoff game for Indian Creek, but according to Drew Pasteur's website, Indian Creek needs a lot of help.
Yeah, they are number 9.
I know, but it's just they're on the wrong end of every mathematical equation for the most part.
So they're going to have to win, and everyone in front of them is going to have to lose.
Yeah, so they need to win and a lot of help. They're 7-2. If they beat Edison, a rival, 8-2. I mean, even if you miss the playoffs,
that's a good season.
And your only losses are to St. C and Ferry.
Yeah, man, nothing bad there. They won the games. They won close games, like the Beaver local game where they turned over 14 times but still managed to win the game. That's impressive.
Well, they fumbled 13 times, lost 7.
Yeah, right,
but it probably felt like they turned the ball over 14 times.
Sure. But talking to Andrew Connor this week, he said that they're thinking about the playoffs. It's cool to be playing meaningful football games now.
Hey, I agree.
But the more important thing is they're giving a send-off to 15 seniors, including his son, Zach Connor.
Right.
They're playing a rivalry game, Route 43 rivalry, so there's two important things to come before the playoffs.
And listen, Andrew knows about a rivalry game because 4 years ago, they kept Edison out of the playoffs. I was at the game where Creek was just playing to finish 6-4. Edison was 7-2, and the win gets him in the playoffs, and everyone knew it, and Creek beat him at Kettlewell.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of what this game could be.
Yeah, exactly. So Andrew can reach back on that and go, boys, we were part of this, and I think those kids would they have been freshmen? No.
Creek's on a 5-game winning streak, I think.
No, they're not.
No.
They lost to Ferry 2 weeks ago.
5-game against Edison.
Oh, against Edison? Is that 5-game winning streak against Edison?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5 years. 5 years. So.
I mean, Kettlewell, good game. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt. You'll be there.
Excited. Yep. Ready for meatballs again.
Yeah. You just want to eat, that's all. There's always coming back to food with you. Toronto Madonna, the Red Knights. This is a playoff game for the Red Knights. They control their own destiny. They don't control where they'll finish or who they'll play, but they control their own destiny, meaning they win, they're in. And if they win and in, that's the first time since 2000 they would have reached the postseason.
Yeah, good season for them.
Absolutely,
especially with the injuries they've had. But
a couple more injuries they've had. Nolan Clegg was in street clothes the other. I don't think he'll play this week at all. Mm-hmm. That's just my guess. That's just a guess on my end, but I don't think he'll play at all. And but they did the job last week against Payton City. They've played very well lately, and they go into a Madonna team that struggled obviously, and it's also Madonna's homecoming.
Yeah, so anything could change on homecoming night. But,
yeah, exactly.
And Madonna's we keep talking about them bouncing back, but they just got blown out by Catholic Central last week, and
41.
They want to be able to play better than that.
I agree with that. That was just probably not. I mean, I read what Coach Taylor said, and just wasn't very good at all.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping for it's not wet, so the homecoming queens can.
Oh, it's going to rain.
I feel bad for those girls. Terrible. Just
like at the OVAC All-Star game. That's how it was when they trotted out the queens, and fine, they go out there, it starts to rain, they bring them back in, and it clears up, and
poor queens.
Good thing I don't have to wear a dress like that.
Thank heavens you don't have to wear a dress like that. It's so appreciated you don't wear a dress like that. I'm Mike.
Yeah.
But he might be wearing a dress like that.
Moving on.
Please, that's a picture I really
even
don't
worse.
Want.
Yeah.
That's a picture I don't really even want to even. Why'd you say that?
I don't know.
Seriously?
It's Halloween. Maybe he wanted to try a new costume.
He could be RuPaul.
Dolly Parton. I go as Dolly Parton.
You go as Dolly. Should we leave it there?
Yep.
Okay, because there was too many things going through my head right there.
Pause. Hold.
Oh, we'll watch. Okay, I'll be a really good boy.
Next game.
That's a roof. Okay, Buckeye local Harrison Central for the Vales Trophy. The Huskies just had a brutal year in a lot of different ways. The Panthers have had a brutal year in a lot of different ways. According to the Drew Pester, said Harrison Central needs a win and a miracle.
Yeah, so it's not just a lot of help.
So they need a couple Hail Marys to be asked and answered, basically.
Literal prayers for this one. Yeah. But speaking of Hail Marys, Brandon Mitchell, a quarterback, was fun to watch.
Yeah, you watched him last week.
Very first game, Coach Cropley said, we had to teach him how to play quarterback in 3 days. And he looked like he's been back there for 3 years. He was hitting his brother Caleb for...
nice touchdown pass.
Yeah, real nice touchdown pass. Spreading it out, he hit Austin Porter, who was banged up a couple weeks ago. Hit Jesse Ball with 2 passes. So he spread the ball around and was really in control. Yeah, just a sophomore, too. And he's huge.
That boy
bulldozer.
He's a bulldozer. He knows how to stiff arm people.
He's going to be fun to watch for the next 2 years.
There's no doubt that.
And they get Travis Stenson back again,
and they get the quarterback Zach Arbogast, only a junior.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the bad part. Obviously, you lose all the seniors to injury.
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt that stinks. That's terrible because you don't want to see kids get hurt, especially the senior year. On the flip side, you've had so many injuries that all these kids have to play.
Yeah,
which means you get all these kids who you didn't expect to have playing time and experience. They get playing time and experience.
Yeah, it's a lot better to see it as a sophomore, maybe even a freshman, than you would going into your senior year.
So I expect Crop to go 9-1 next year and make the playoffs. Really, I'm calling it right now. Crop got 9-1, make the playoffs.
Well, could see it.
But then again, I don't know who they play because of the Buckeye 8s being, officially sanctioned into the Buckeye 10 North and or whatever North and South.
Right.
So I'm not sure who's where or what's what.
That's a big, good possibility.
And who Harrison is. I'm sure they're not playing everybody.
No.
I think rumor has it Buckeye. I think Buckeye Local's playing everybody. That gives them 9 of their games.
So
but
that's Beaver Local and East Liverpool.
East Liverpool, right? Because you got Beaver Local, East Liverpool, Edison, Indian Creek, and I'm not sure if it's Harrison or Buckeye going in the north. And then you got Bel Air, UL, St. C, Martins Ferry, and either Harrison or Buckeye going in the south. And you play the games within your division. So there's 4. You choose to play anybody else if you want.
Right.
I'm sure some will keep, those type things, but then you can go out and play who you want. That's why Indian Creek went. I think Brooke went to week 6 next year for Indian Creek as opposed to the opener. So.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be. So Croc got 9-1. Same thing with Connor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean that he's got a whole bunch of kids back too.
Yeah, I mean
everyone's got a whole bunch of kids back, really.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're at East Liverpool with the loss last week to Brooke. Pretty much assured them of no home playoff game. They beat Liverpool. They're guaranteed to be in the playoffs. The question is where and when and how far they're going to have to drive. Because they have a bye next week. They're bye next week. If they beat Liverpool, I think they're going to finish with about 8.8 points, which is going to put them 11th, 12th, 13th, to 14th based on everyone else, which means they can go to Frankfurt, they can go to Bluefield, they can go to Mingo Central. None of those are close.
Yeah. You're either going south or way east.
Or you can't get there from here, one of the two.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure Weir will take care of it. Liverpool's winless, and Weir just has to take care of business, get everyone healthy next week during the bye. We can get ready to go play.
Yep. Just bounce back from that rivalry loss and show that they can go on the road and win at East Liverpool.
And understand you can't turn the ball over 5 times. Just can't. All right, Jam at Brooke. Brooke is 3-5, coming off the nice one over Weir. Jam is 4-4. They're both pretty much outside the playoffs. This is senior night for the Bruins. As badly as they played against Parkersburg South, as well as they played against Weir.
Yeah, let's see if that evens out for this game against John Marshall. And the senior class, they've gone through a lot with the coaching changes and with Matt McLean coming in late as the coach here and just to gear up for that season. So I'm sure they're going to go out on a high note at home to cap off make it a successful season for Matt McLean's first year here because hopefully he's going to be building a program and wants to stay around for a while. And next year, 3 years down the road, they could be a perennial playoff team.
Jam is coached by Rick Goodrich, who loves to run the ball. Not a big fan of the pass, likes to run. So I'm sure that they're used to. They're getting ready for the Jam running attack, and they have Thomas Cole and Lawfree and Green and
a lot of those guys are coming back
Aaron
too
Walker.
Next year.
Well, yeah, all of those except Aaron Walker. Aaron Walker's a senior quarterback, but Cole's back, Green's back, Lawfree's back. A lot of other kids are back. So, but then again, they open with a brutal game 1 next year too. So we'll see. Steubenville Central goes to Knotten Valley. Steubenville Central will pretty much win this game. That'll finish 6-4. They need to win and a lot of help also to make the playoffs. This will be with the win that'll give them 3 straight winning seasons, which they hadn't had in a while. Yep. So congratulations to them. And they'll lose some seniors. I think they lose 6 seniors. So they got a whole bunch of kids coming back.
Yeah, they still get Tony Barber at quarterback. Another year, he looked like he was getting better as the year went on. Right. He looked really solid against Madonna last week. So
Barber, Lefevre, Potenzini, Conacher. There's a whole bunch of kids coming back.
Yeah, so a lot of the teams that have had tough years this year, not even that tough, so still made a good year out of it. Still get a lot of kids coming back next year.
Yeah, yep, that's true. And Buckeyes return a lot of kids too. If they lose to Harrison, they can finish 1-9, but they're going to return a lot of kids.
Yeah, we talked about Jared Moore all year, who had to fill in at quarterback.
Yeah, he's probably a sophomore,
and probably never expected that he'd be the starter after the injury. But,
so if he's going to be the starter next year, he's already got 4 games under his belt, 5 games under his belt, a whole bunch of experience. You weren't planning on getting him as a coach, not at all.
And Jabari Taylor at Indian Creek was kind of had to fight for that starting role, but he's played a lot better as the season's gone on too. Had almost 200 rushing yards last week. So he's going to be tough.
He's tough to bring down.
Mm-hmm. That's what Stickles said. His biggest concern is that he just keeps his feet moving, and you can't tackle him. He's slippery and can get away from you quick. So
he's almost as fast as McElwain.
Yeah. They should have a foot race, 40-yard dash.
And we'll give him 30 of it.
Maybe 20.
Well, I'll give him 20. I bet it's a photo finish. Hi, Mike.
Yes, moving on.
Have we talked about everybody?
No. Oakland's on their bye.
Oakland's on the bye, and they get after getting beat by Frankfurt last week, 68-20. So that might be a Weir High first-round playoff team is Frankfurt. So you never know. That's the one thing about West Virginia football. You just don't know where you're going to go and how far you have to go. And
it's a beautiful state, though. I love the state of West Virginia.
Yeah, it's just sometimes they aren't the best drives in the world.
No, that's true. Yeah. I've gotten sick on a lot of country back.
Yeah, I can understand that. Ask Younce about going down to Tucker County and getting stuck in a ditch because he hit a little patch of black ice. Yeah, absolutely. Seriously. But it's Younce. You think all the weight that was already in the car, he could have had the traction go through it. I know Sobleski wasn't with him, but still, Younce was enough.
You would think.
You would think that.
I think that.
Well, there's no reason not to think that, actually. So next week is first round of the Ohio playoffs, and Big Red's in. Not sure where or what yet. Toronto controls their own destiny, so win and they're in, and they will be on the road, just not sure where. It's either going to be Norwalk, St. Paul, or Berlin Center, Western Reserve.
Berlin Center's a lot easier of a drive.
And it's a lot closer.
If they go up to Norwalk, St. Paul, they could stop at Cedar Point on the way. I think Sandusky's up there too. So.
Well, a couple. And then Cedar Point, I'm sure is closed by now.
Yeah,
but
probably.
You could be like Wally World and
then punch the moose in the face. It's officially Christmas season.
It's officially Christmas season when Elf is on. Yep. He's an angry elf.
He runs across the table and tackles him. Yeah.
Francisco. That's a fun name to say. You're very purpley.
Say goodnight.